CSS.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Oh, theme footer,
yeah, yeah.
single page, main index template. Ha ha ha! Got it. Single page.
Whoa, whoa,
I
whoa, what's going
think.
on?
I think I want to put it here.
There, okay. What are you doing?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
haven't done PHP in so long.
Oh, good, PHP. I've done PHP, but I'm not good at the PHP.
Well, this is going to go well then, isn't it?
I'm good at the PHP from like 2010.
Look what I did. I made a
Maybe.
warning. Bad request.
Good for you. You, within seconds, you made an error.
You know, horrible error. It said I could do this. It said this was legal. PHP echo do
Oh,
shortcode blah.
now you're doing illegal things.
But look at what it says. Whoops.
Okay, okay, I'm looking. Bad request, yeah. Error
File get
400.
contains failed to open stream. HTTP request failed. Bad request. Invalid argument supplied for each.
Okay, so
I
you
don't
need
think
to.
I'm actually allowed to edit it in this way.
Maybe. You know, you're working like a true programmer. Start working before you understand what you're doing.
Damn right.
That's about right, right?
Damn right.
Hey, I posted a link in chat. You should go to it. Just do it, okay? Just do it. Oh, this is the part where he flew too hot.
This is just borked to the extreme. Right?
Okay, theoretically, it's working again.
How do I edit?
Oh, that's right. I can grab these corners. I can grab. Can I? Why can't I? Oh, I can do that. Okay, let's let's not do that. I can put them here, and I can.
Add to
Woo!
Twitch TV.
All right. Hey, check out the stream. Check out the high quality stream.
Working on it.
Oh, it's amazing.
I'm watching.
Ooh. Oh yes. Oh yes. This is the greatest. This is what I needed in my life.
Okay, that absolutely sucks. Why did I have to see that?
This is the quality that you're gonna get from me. Okay. This is you should just expect this and be ready. Woo. That's amazing. What an amazing time to live. Can I make this not? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, it's the plugin that sucks.
Okay. You say that now, but oh shoot. Oh, oh. Okay. Okay, I need to stop messing with this and get back to what I was doing.
Yeah, start doing your job.
Yeah, I'm working here. All right. I don't
We're
know what I'm
working
doing.
here. We're working here.
All right. So this is the
Yes.
video of Dan.
Yes. Yes.
Did you do it?
Yes.
Here, I'm gonna put this on this. Let's put that
Yes.
there. Let's put this over here
Goodness. Yes.
so that I can see it.
I am king of all cosmos.
Oh, so I'm guessing you did the thing.
I'm doing the thing. Where's the effing index page?
Try going to /index.
No, that's not what I mean. There it is.
What could you mean?
If you don't know what I mean, it's
You
the
don't know
answer
what you mean either.
that you were looking for, whether you knew it or not.
Who is that? No, this is...
What's our Twitch? There we go.
You don't even know? We've literally had these channels for
Look at
months.
this.
What? Oh, look at that. Are you hosting me? I would assume you are, right?
Look at this.
Why does it say I'm like... Okay.
Because you're not online. It
I
takes like
am.
10 minutes to see if you're online or not.
Oh, my dog.
Don't profane, please.
There's a boat. I will say any
Don't insult
boats that I
dogs.
want to say. What was I going to do? Let's see.
All right. Are you ready to make a PHP selector?
What?
Wait, you could do this in JavaScript. It's your job.
Wait, I feel like I'm getting roped into something that I have not accepted.
You said website. I say you do it.
I'm working on the videos, man. Look at the videos that I'm working on
Who
right
cares
now.
about the videos? People care about seeing the videos, and this is how they'll see them.
They don't go to Twitch to watch videos. They go there to have
Watch the
JavaScript run in their
videos.
browser.
Well, if it didn't, they wouldn't be watching videos. Now would they be?
Where's the thing that I'm looking for? Dang it. Okay, let's try this one.
Do we just always want it to be playing Goodlywell on the homepage?
That seems reasonable. Is there a
Like
way of
this?
saying like if it's not playing, go to this one instead, even if Goodlywell would
No,
otherwise
that's
host them?
that's what you would be making in JavaScript.
Ugh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Not that one. This one. Oh yeah, that one's good. I like this. I like this one. All right, let's put it right there. Let's cut that. And let's just cut it there.
I want to be able to put multiple streams, but I actually don't know how to do that. And I don't want to figure it out right now.
Like you want to have multiple streams possible, or you want them all to be there at the same time?
I want them listed. I want people to be able to click on something to watch different streams all right there.
Ah. I think I did actually something like that in Free Code Camp a while ago where I don't know if it would let you select streams, but we could fudge that. It would show you which streams were online or not. It would like query Twitch's API and stuff, and it was great. It was great, okay? It was great.
You're still not broadcasting on Goodlywell.
I mean, I'm broadcasting on Talcon, so it would be your fault if you didn't host me.
I thought Goodlywell auto-hosted. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was set up to do that. Maybe it like cancels it if the person doesn't go online for a long time.
Suppose. Team broadcast. Ah.
Did you find the thing?
Team broadcast displays the current online blah blah blah.
Oh, the current online blah blah blah.
That's what it is. We want team. Team is supreme.
What's going on here?
Supremo.
Okay, that's good.
Team broadcast.
Timo Supremo. All right,
There
now,
it is. Right. Well, this is taking some time to install, so it must be working.
that's how you tell.
That's how I tell.
All right. I will be right back.
Fine.
So, I need to click on things. I need to click on something. Where is the thing that I want to click on? This one. No. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm back. Are you back? No. Good.
Back.
Hi. Hi.
How you doing?
Not too bad. Got me some candy bread, basically. It's bread, but when I made it, I didn't realize how much sugar goes into it, so it's essentially candy. So, it's pretty good. It's pretty tasty. Oh, thank you, Cat. You are so helpful. I needed that on the floor, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to get it there. Along came this cat.
I have seen the movie Moana
How many times?
30 times.
Why?
Twice today.
Why?
Because it's Landon's current favorite.
Jeez. Have you shown him Emperor's New Groove?
Yep. He likes that too. But Moana is it. And man, I have the songs in that movie memorized.
Maybe he's gonna grow up to be like friggin' ripped.
That'd be sweet. Or like a pirate.
Are there pirates in that movie?
You should show him Frozen.
Oh, look
No.
who it is.
No, Kyle.
I've been I've been eating, but I've been listening.
Oh,
You
okay,
get your
good.
bad ideas away.
This is one of my favorite clips to have made. Look at this. Look at this of the fair
Hudsonville Fair.
at night. Oh man, it's so shiny.
That is
Yep.
really cool.
Oh, I got into a car accident 2 days ago.
Oh, I'm so glad that this comes into the conversation in passing. Oh, by the way, I got in a car accident.
I did.
Why?
I was going down Alpine and some doofus pulled out in front of me with a trailer.
Nice.
Yep.
So how's the vehicles?
Well, the right side of the C ring is gouged. My insurance company asked me what happened. I told them I was going down Alpine. Somebody pulled out in front of me. I slammed on the brakes, veered to the left to miss them into the center lane, and still clipped the side of their trailer. And the insurance adjuster's response was, "Yeah, that's not your fault. We'll cover it,
Oh, good.
and we'll waive your deductible
That's good.
because it's not your fault."
I was gonna say you're getting ready to sell that car, or you were hoping to, weren't you?
Yes. So now I find out whether or not replacing the door in the front panel costs more than the car is worth, because if it is, they'll total it.
Then
write
what
me a
happens?
check.
They just don't. They just write you a check.
They write me a check for the market value of the car minus the damage.
Is that good or bad?
Yes. Well, it might be more than I can get for it.
No. Nice.
How old is that vehicle?
Old enough.
It's an 05.
Unless that damage is like 4,000, I can't imagine them being able to total the damn thing. How many miles
I
does it
think
have
the
on it?
vehicle's worth about 2,500.
How many miles does it have on it?
About 25.
150? 158 maybe.
Yeah, okay, 25 sounds about right then.
Nice chunk of change. Apparently, the other guy, though, when he got on the phone to talk to the insurance person, we didn't need to call the police or anything.
I'm gonna call the police.
Injury or anything serious. But he was like, yeah, totally not my fault.
They always
I
say
was
that.
perfectly straight in the lane when he hit me. Well, that's the thing. How can you possibly say that? How can me going the speed limit hit you, rear end you when you're pulling out, and it not be your fault? You clearly pulled out into full speed traffic. Who has the right of way?
That is the reason for the one accident that I've been in. I guess maybe I bumped someone once, but this time, the only time that I ever had damage on my car was because of something like that. I was leaving work, and the road that I take has two lanes on for both directions, and I was in the left of those 2 lanes, and the right of those 2 lanes had a big line of cars, and I was like, that's kind of weird. I wonder why that is. I don't know, but my lane is completely clear. I can see. So I'm driving, and all of a sudden I see why there's a big line of the cars. It's because one of the cars has stopped to let someone out of a parking lot and is apparently not in any way indicating to them that there's traffic coming, traffic being me. So
Yep.
I'm driving, and all of a sudden the front end of a car appears in front of me. And so I slam on my brakes, and I hit him hard enough to dent my bumper. I think you guys saw that.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulled back in the parking lot. I pulled back in the parking lot, exchanged information. I never did anything about it. And then eventually the car broke.
I hate when people let someone across a blind lane of traffic.
You have to like signal them. You got to use your hands. I mean, they
No.
can't see through your car.
No. In no circumstance should that ever happen.
Okay. That's also an
supposed
acceptable answer.
You're supposed to leave it open for cars going in,
Sure.
Not necessarily out.
depending on the situation.
Now,
Now, a lot of the time, you'll even paint a giant X because you're not supposed to block a driveway to get in.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't be pulling out through traffic when you can't see.
Now I think it's another thing if you leave a gap in front of your car so that someone can pull out of the parking lot into your lane.
That's
fine.
understandable.
That's okay.
Lefts, no. Rights, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're depending on how many lanes that particular road has, you're blind for 1 to 2 lanes before you can actually see what the hell is
It's
going
crazy.
on. It's like, no, I'm not going. I will wave the person go. I want to see both directions.
Man. Or I will leave it via a different exit that allows me to get out without getting in accidents.
Yes,
Unfortunately,
this is
on 28th
preferable.
Street, that usually isn't an option.
This is the preferable option. Yes.
The preferable option includes no accidents. Yes.
Oh, that was a dumb clip. Why?
Honestly, I've had... How many vehicles have I had now? 1, 2...
If you can't count them, we can't count them.
Yeah, it's shocking
Like
that
that.
you have this problem.
5.
I've had 3.
I've had 5. I've had 5.
I've had 3, and one of them lasted like 2 years.
Three.
My first one, which was the truck, I don't remember if either of... Aaron probably remembers it, the pink truck.
The pink truck?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, pink, purple, blue, depending on what lighting it was in.
I vaguely remember that. It's pretty vague, though.
That took damage twice.
By the way, Kyle, you should go to this website.
Both times it was in park, and I wasn't in it.
Oh, good.
One was my mom backing into it,
Yep.
and the other was Aaron's mom backing into it.
Oh. Did that actually do damage?
It hit the same spot my mom did,
Great.
so I couldn't tell if it was better or worse.
I guess that's the point of them, so.
It's like, that's already broke. I remember the phone call on both ends of the spectrum. My mom was backing out of the driveway, and it was a fog delay. So the teachers had to go in for whatever reason, but high schoolers didn't.
Okay. It's weird.
So she calls me on the house phone, because I didn't have a cell phone yet.
I remember those days.
I know, it's weird.
I remember having a house phone.
So I answered. And why are you... You, like, just left the driveway. What's going on? I was like, I hit your truck.
Bye.
What?
BTW, I hate your truck. Bye. Have a good life.
I was like, I was did. I don't know if you can get to school. It's like, oh my god, what'd you do? I go out and there's like it like broke
Tiniest of dents
on something.
Yeah.
I was like, oh jeez. Okay, whatever.
You'll pay for that one.
Your
I
time will
never
come.
ended up fixing it.
Yeah.
Aaron, check out the website.
Then
Let's see.
I remember the second time most distinctly as well is your mom called you, Aaron.
Okay. Was this like at school or something, or?
I think you might have. I think you and I just both got cell phones at about that time, so it was a little bit after high school.
I see it. Nice.
And
Anyway, yep.
I remember you looking at me and saying, "My mom backed into your truck."
Jeez.
I'm thinking, again? Because it had been hit about a year prior by my mom.
Yep.
It's like, oh, okay. Apparently, this is
I have
the
experience
back
in this now.
That's okay. I'm used to moms hitting my truck.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a thing that happens. Giant. And the only other two times any vehicles took damage, one was not my fault, the other was, and that was on my Grand Am that I still own.
Jeez.
One of which I was on my way to work. It was drizzly out.
The drizzle.
I can't say it's raining because it wasn't enough to
Wizard.
consider rain.
Sure.
And
Oh, this shot. Nice.
all of a sudden I hear a little bit of screeching. I was like, okay, that's an unusual sound to hear when it's wet. And then I noticed there's a car swerving 3 lanes to my left because you got the middle lane and 2 other lanes of traffic.
Good.
I'm in the leftmost lane that is the center lane.
Mhm.
Realize they have no control. I watched the truck next to me jump the curb and go into the parking lot. So I turn my wheel to follow suit, and a car pulls up next to me. It's like, fuck. So I can't go right. I don't dare go into oncoming traffic. That just sounds like a bad
Yeah.
idea. My options are accelerate or stop. I'm not
Which
an
one did you
anime
choose?
character. I'm not going to try accelerating. So I stop.
Thanks, Cat. Jeez. Cat turned off
I
my
have enough
screen.
time to go, okay, it's going to hit me. I pull the lever on my seat and recline all the way back, throw my car in neutral, and let off the brake. And then, bang!
Which direction did they hit you from?
They actually hit my passenger side.
You reclined your seat.
Yes, I had
What?
enough time to see, oh shit. Well, see, as they're coming at me, they're coming from the far left lane. Spun out, I watched them cross 3 lanes of traffic, 2 back, and coming head on at me. Last time I looked I was nose to nose with them. And I didn't want whiplash, so I reclined the seat. There was nothing I could do.
You didn't
I am literally in the, well, I'm getting hit.
Kyle, in my mind, and maybe this is true, I don't know, but if you recline your seat and you get hit head on, your seatbelt slides over your face and you go into the part where your feet go. So
At
that's
the time,
amazing.
It sounded like a great idea.
It's an amazing decision for you to make split second like that. Like, I don't know where to begin. That's awesome. You shouldn't probably ever do that.
No, but at the
that's
time,
amazing.
my thought process at that split second was, if they hit me, I'm gonna get whiplash. So I'm gonna lean back and just like let everything kind of slide.
Jeez.
So of course, everything in the back seat goes to the front seat. Everything in the front seat goes to the back seat. My car is now steaming.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh great, what broke? Now, this is before I ever actually worked on vehicles. So even if I looked on the hood, I wouldn't have a fucking clue what I was looking at. So I'm sitting there. The car's still running. None of my gauges are saying anything's too hot. No, there's no oil pressure problems. It's like, okay, well, now what do I do?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I pull off into the parking lot. The car that hit me does the same. So we're both still mobile at this point.
For a couple seconds at least.
Our cars are still running while we're sitting in the parking lot going, what the fuck just happened?
Why did you do this to me?
What caused that to happen to your vehicle? Because the speed limit on this road is like 35.
Yeah. Did you say it was raining?
Yeah. But what caused them to spin out the way they did?
Yeah. I don't know. I never understood like why people have difficult time with traction in the rain.
So we come to find out someone pulled out ahead of them and they swerved to dodge and hit their brakes and spun out. Okay, that makes sense. You start hydroplaning, you continue hydroplaning.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, that makes sense. So apparently one of the people that witnessed all this crap called the cops. So all of a sudden the cops are showing up. It's like,
Pew, pew.
I know I didn't do that.
I don't remember calling the cops. You should have said that to them when they arrived. Like, what are you doing here? I don't remember
Ossifer.
calling you.
I don't remember calling you in my stupor.
And then you're like, I didn't use my cell phone, and you hold up a bottle of beer, and
I didn't use
the person I was talking to also did not call the cops. It's like, okay, someone else.
Someone's trying to get me in trouble.
Why are you? Which Ossifer is real? I see 4.
So,
And then you raise both hands, all 10 fingers. I see 4.
I'm getting belligerent.
Don't make me go.
So the cop fills out the police report and everything, and we both go on our way. Information.
Your Merry Little Way, by the way. That's what it was.
Merry Little Way.
Yes. It's like Mary Had a Little Lamb.
So I go to auto body repair shops to see how much it would cost to fix this thing. And at the time, that was before Cash Before Clunkler. Cash
before Kunklers.
Cash for
Those
Clunkers.
Kyle, you're full of great things tonight.
You're
Cash
welcome.
before Kunklers.
This is Dave level.
Well, that's what happens when I have 6 beers and try to eat food afterwards.
Oh, we couldn't tell you've been drinking.
No, not at all. So my car was only worth a little over $1,000 at
Good.
best, and it cost $1,500 to repair. Not worth it. No, nowhere in my mind is it worth it. I have PLPD, so it's like it gets crunched. It'd be coming out of my pocket to fix it. So it's like,
Yep.
no, sorry, that's not happening. And then my insurance called me and said, "Hey, since they were obviously at fault,
Do you want to arrest them?
we can get money from them."
We can strong arm them.
The way they phrase it, essentially, they sue their company. It's like,
Yeah.
fine, go for it. I don't care.
Fine.
I mean,
go sue them. Just go.
So they come back to me about 2 weeks later. That person's insurance was expired when they hit you. Okay.
Where's my money?
We can't. You'd have to go to small claims court for that. Fuck it.
I'm so
It's
tired.
not worth that headache.
Wait, to do what?
To get any money out of them because they weren't carrying insurance at the time of the accident, I would have to go to small claims court to sue them.
Isn't it illegal to drive in Michigan without insurance?
Yes.
Yes.
So
But in order-
they
They broke the law and got away with it because I'm too lazy.
That's how you do it.
that would have been a slam dunk. I would think.
So then about 6 months later, something runs across the road. I'm looking to the left. There's a car in front of me. I did not see it in time.
Oh, jeez.
And I rear-ended a Jeep.
The
And
thing,
that is why
Josh,
my
by the way,
car
that-
perfectly squared in the front.
Josh,
'Cause
that
it was
thing that-
was on an angle for the longest time.
that thing that ran across the road, it was a Jeep.
No, I think it was either a deer or a rabbit. I'm not entirely sure.
Yes, sorry, officer. A Jeep ran across the road. I just swerved to hit it.
So I hit the guy. My car's steaming. Okay. Well, at that point, I had started learning about cars. I looked. There's nothing actually wrong. Just the oil that leaks from the engine kind of threw itself on the radiator, so it's smoking.
The
now.
liquids that are supposed to be inside are now outside.
Yeah, my car leaks. It still leaks. So we pull over, and I go, I know how broken my car is.
Yes. We all do.
If you want to call the cops and get a thing written up, by all means, go for it. I'll sit here. I'm totally at fault. It's not even worth discussing.
Yep.
So I say, here's my information. I wrote it all down. And he goes, I'd feel more comfortable if cops were called. I was like, okay, that's fine.
I feel more comfortable with chicken.
Kyle feel more comfortable with chicken.
Chicken or rice.
Alright, chicken.
Rice, chicken. Oh, you said.
I have not been in an
Funny.
accident. And that was 6 years ago.
I prefer to just not get in accidents in the first place.
Yeah,
That's how I work. That's how I operate. Beep boop.
Oh, Aaron's joined the game.
I see that we're not doing any research because we can't get to space yet.
Correct. And I've been eating, so I'm literally like not doing anything at the moment.
What to do?
If you find a factory that's not doing anything, it's because I'm fixing iron.
What's wrong? What'd you do?
I broke
Why
it.
is this not paved yet?
That's actually half the reason I logged in, to let the robots kind of continue paving things.
Okay, this is unacceptable. We need robots. How do I make?
Aaron, do you think Kyle will ever see it?
No.
I let.
Well,
I mean, shouldn't
Wow.
he automatically see it?
you'd think so, but he's not. It's weird. Kyle, you should go to Facebook for no reason.
Unrelated, you should go on Facebook.
I'm afraid.
Kunklers is one of my favorite words.
Oh my.
After that, I just basically posted things I heard.
Great. I can't wait to see them. I don't have the app on my phone anymore, so
You don't have the book faces?
Nope.
I swear,
removed it.
I
I got
didn't
tired of
call you
getting
with my
updates.
beard. Nick, if I ever get into an accident and an officer shows up, I'm gonna say in a
You're
drunk
going to
voice,
jail.
I swear, Ossifer, I didn't call you in my beer phone.
Beer phone. I just invented it. You can
I'm
drink
gonna get
while
patent.
you talk.
You were a witness.
You-
You saw my invention.
You're patent pending, Ossifer. Jeez. Patent pending, Ossifer. What am I doing? I'm trying to freaking make robot parts. Okay, I need engines. Engines require steel, Kyle.
Okay, I don't particularly like the beer one, only because it makes it sound like I said it.
Technically, you didn't. Nobody said any of these things. It was a
No,
string
but
of
you
words that were said
tagged
during the
me with the
conversation.
first one, which means
You've never, in your life, you've never said Ossifer. That is an Aaron and I exclusive.
true.
You
Here.
also didn't say the last one.
There.
I didn't say it either.
You said it.
No.
We all heard it. Why is my game freaking out?
I don't know.
Literally, no one said it, including me typing it. No one said these things. There are no quotes better than the ones that nobody has said.
There are reasons I don't have that app anymore. So I don't get constant updates. Okay. Dinner is done. It was delicious.
Yeah. Well. Kyle, what'd you do to iron?
I got a full sub from Boardwalk Subs. Have either of you ever ate there?
Probably.
That place is fantastic.
I don't think so.
Maybe like
Uh,
with you once.
Nope.
Okay.
That's a fairly new thing for me.
No website. I don't want you to show me Chrome notifications ever.
My game is freaking out. What
Yeah,
about
freaking
yeah? Who wants Chrome notifications? I have that off
I
for
hate it.
every website.
When I go to a website, hey, you want Chrome notifications? I've never seen your site before and I'll never come back again. No. What the heck is wrong with you?
Well, what do you want me to start?
A war. I mean, if you could. Can you?
Iron plates. Why? What are you? Oh, you're doing that. Jeez, I couldn't see that you were removing platform or moving. What are the words that I'm trying to say?
Track?
I couldn't see that you were removing track, and so it looked like you were just going like freaking out like this or something. And I was like, why are you doing it?
That's great. And so that's why you thought your game was freaking out.
My game is freaking out when I try to move. Sometimes it like vibrates.
Are you still twitching?
Maybe.
There's a lot going on the screen.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's some vibration there. There we go. So I need to make. You said we're making pipe somewhere.
Yeah, you can request it.
Yeah, but
Come on, here,
what
I had
the
to-
frick? Just slid
to-
backwards.
Propagate my species. He's being a baby about it.
What?
Should I restart the server?
Can I make? How far away is the pipe? Oh jeez.
Ways.
Okay. I guess.
I'm gonna restart it, see if it
Go for
fixes
it.
things.
Go for it.
Load.
Oh, cat time. Time to put the cat.
Meow.
Wow, I love this answer. Sorry, you can't show a full post in WordPress. The only
What's up?
option is to switch to using a child theme, then copy the content _small.php file into the child theme and replace this code.
What do you mean you can't show a full
What is this?
post?
It only shows excerpts. And the excerpt doesn't include video. So if the post is a video, it's just an empty thing that says no preview.
Great. Is that a result of that theme?
I wonder. So that is one thing I'm going to try to change, but I don't know for
Server's up.
sure.
Oh my! Yeah, well, the server can be up all you want, Kyle, but I have to pet the cat.
Well, I didn't see your screen with
I
him, so
have
Gotta
to
pet the
pet the
cat,
cat.
Kyle.
According to the cat, I have to pet the cat. Come here.
That must
The petting stops quickly if I pick him up. Then he decides that he's done with whatever it was that was going on a second ago.
Oh, smug.
Yes.
Smaug. Yeah, it's just the theme.
Well, there goes that theme.
Of course, this theme sucks too.
All the themes
Look.
suck.
Look at it's one giant image, and then you scroll down, and there's the stream.
You're not sharing your screen.
Oh,
Nope.
I'm so sorry. So
You're
sorry.
failing.
Okay.
You're failing at your civic duty.
I see the screen. You click
Here's
on...
what the theme was. You scroll down. Hey, there it is.
Instead of it like being there at the top.
Yep. I know what I want now, though.
Finally.
I want life. I know what I want.
Whatever.
I like how it says catching up.
As what? As opposed to what? Catching down? Kyle.
Are you catching a cold?
Is the Upside of Down the name of a band?
Probably. Yeah.
Like I used to tease my mom when she'd say "smash" or "smashing pumpkins" instead of "Smash Mouth." Apparently, Smashing Pumpkins is a band.
It is.
It is.
Oh, yep. The Upside of Down. Catastrophe, creativity, and the renewal of civilization.
Ooh, that sounds transcendental.
How about Burnt Meat Plate? We always thought that would be a good grunge band name.
Burnt
Meat Plate.
Meat plate?
Yep. Just Burnt Meat Plate. Name of the band. No, nobody's taken it yet. Could be yours, guys.
This is a thing that I'm not familiar nor desire with. Have.
You don't desire with it.
Shut up.
Yes. How does one do the thing?
Launch Factorio.
No, not that thing.
You should do that thing.
That thing. What thing?
How come when I see your theme in the preview, it doesn't show me a menu on the right, and then when I actually go to the theme, there's a menu on the right? It bothers me. How do I not get
Yo,
the women with the
toothpick.
ZZ Top lumberjack look? If I wanted to date Sasquatch. Oh, your mother.
Oh, good. That's happening now.
What?
You did that, Kyle. You can't be confused. That came out of you.
Oh, that.
Hey, where'd Matt go?
I thought maybe something else happened.
Where did Matt go? Call him.
Huh.
What do we need to do to make iron work again? Because this is...
It should be functioning now.
But there's no iron getting... I mean, there's 2 lines getting to the end.
Yeah, that's how much iron we're using.
Time to make more iron, but we can't because we can't make the robots do it because the robots are placing 36 trillion pieces of concrete.
Like, you know, the easier solution is just plop a bunch of speed mods and things. That's what I did with copper, and it seems to work for now.
Maybe I will extend the iron up a little bit too because there's room for it.
Up?
Yeah, like right here. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, fair. Go for it.
As
long as
good
Orc
ideas
gets there, it
to
doesn't
start
really
with, why not?
The best stories start with the phrase, "Hey, I have a story to tell you." A second. Hold on. Let me see if I can remember it. Shoot. How did it go? And the rest is history. Shoot Gunfinity.
Did you watch the video Garbage Shoot Games?
Probably. I'm gonna go with probably on that one. And it continues.
It does.
Okay, game
I just
freaking out.
watched. I watched all of the Mario RPG videos in lieu of playing through the game myself.
Why would you play a game yourself when you could watch someone else play it?
Exactly. I've played through it many times, so
Oh, yeah, this is...
it's interesting to watch somebody else play it and then get frustrated constantly. Like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that.
Now you understand how video games are played.
There are some really cheap things you can do in that game.
Frick! Cheap? Like inexpensive? Inexpensive. That's a good word.
Like insta wins.
Oh, okay. Too fast. Gotta go fast.
Use all the power.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Something,
Why do you-
something. I don't know the rest of the
Why do you
words.
gotta do stuff like that?
My
Why you gotta
game
say
is
things like
lagging.
that? Hurtful things like that.
Because I want to hurt people by
Oh,
making
that
them
makes
listen
sense.
to Sanic.
Sanic.
Sanark. The hedgehog.
Gotta go fast. You're too slow.
You're too slow. You're too slow. You're too slow. You're too slow. I need inserters. Fast ones. I don't need 500 inserters though. That's probably
Just a few
true.
too many.
I don't know if anyone really needs 500 inserters. They don't, Kyle.
Throughout the
They don't.
Throughout the course of the game, I
Yeah,
guarantee you use more than that.
No, they don't. Bring me my arm. Jerks.
Passing over you.
As soon as they got to me, they're like, nope, we're gonna go get power.
Oh, we didn't realize you were that hideous.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh, you
oh.
wanted that.
oh, that's what your face looks like.
Oh, jeez.
We have to go into the incinerator now.
Burn it from our robot retinas. What are those called? Cameras. Why is the game with the vibrating? Maybe I just moved too fast.
You're
Maybe-
too slow.
Maybe I don't gotta go fast. I'm placing these backwards. Maybe I can go a little bit slower.
The skeleton legs. Wow.
Exoskeleton legs.
Speaking is fun.
Talking is hard. I love how when I place an item and it makes 4 placement sounds. Boink, boink, boink. I'm not even going to pay attention to where these are located next to it because it doesn't matter. Probably doesn't matter, right? It will matter when it comes to me powering these things, but
As long as one goes in on one side and out on the other, you should be okay.
what?
Assuming you're not
Ever.
trying to feed iron into it and export steel on the overside.
That would be a mistake. And mistakes
Have
are
fun fixing
punishable
that
by
one.
death.
I love mistakes that are punishable by death. I'm a fan. Only death, too, right?
First death. Second offense is worse.
With speed bounce, I'm not sure you need to create all that.
Oh, I do. And I'm
So
going to.
Short on or on that line.
Oh, that time it made like 6 placement sounds. Bub up, bub up.
Another ore line here. I should fix that.
Yes. More iron is necessary for the ritual.
I don't like this theme because it's called Kelly, and that's a stupid name for a theme.
Maybe it's named after like the creator's girlfriend who he's since broken up with.
Yeah,
And
it's
now
possible.
regrets having
I don't
named
like
it
it because it forces you to have a certain color for your header. It has to be a certain shade of green or it looks awful.
Really? You can't change it? I mean,
It,
like,
it covers, it automatically tints it a certain color green,
sweet.
which is ridiculous.
Lucky you with the green header. All right. That new facility is now fully operational, even though all the iron is basically full. With the vibrating.
What was that horrific noise?
It's the sound
I
the
have
machine was
no
making.
idea.
I blame the machines.
Site identity. Site title. None, please.
Good enough. Alright, now what? What percentage of doneness would you say the concrete is? 60%?
Oh, let me see the grand scheme of things here.
I'm gonna guess 60%. Maybe 70%.
I'd say 70 to 75. So I filled in a good chunk of it myself.
Maybe you should just keep the server running overnight, Kyle.
The thought crossed my mind. That's why I logged in way early, watched internet videos, did a few other things, just kind of let the robots do their thing.
And they made a nearly noticeable difference.
That's also why we have an ass load of speed mods.
Yes.
Define ass load.
More
Approximately
than you
2
would dare
buttloads.
try to make on your character.
Actually, what?
2 buttloads.
Oh.
Well, let's see. If
I
we were to
didn't
make
say
them on our
buttload.
character, I would
said
have.
ass.
Let's see, 50. 100.
Bureaucrats. The thing
I
I
have
I
2
was actually
hours
polite
worth
with these
of
people.
defense on me.
I like how
Everything worth saying has been said by Aquatine already.
everything worth saying.
What?
Bureaucrats. I think I was polite with these people.
Okay. Well. I don't know how to make the robots be available again.
Grab concrete and start filling in.
I don't want to do that. Nope. Okay, what the frick?
What is going
My
on
game
with the things you just placed?
Losing its mind.
What's going on?
My game is losing its mind. Sometimes. All right.
Oh,
How we doing on the fluids?
they should be fine. I just checked on them not too long ago.
We have many of all.
Yes, I know you hate my weird pump thing.
I do.
Too bad it's staying.
I was going actually to modify it into a compromise format.
Right. It doesn't. The issue doesn't produce itself at the moment because I've balanced all of the liquids. Like I went through and put speed mods and things, removed a few things, turned on a few other ones, changed a few processes. It's balanced at the moment.
Okay.
But what typically ends up happening is if something all of a sudden gets used a ton,
Yeah.
there will be a lot on the top tank and nothing on the bottom tank, so there's actually nothing in the pipes at the time you
You
actually
say a
use
lot. You say a lot, but it's like 3,000 out of 25,000. It's not a lot. Also, the compromise that I was
No,
going to do.
I'm saying your pipes can't get full, which means it takes, like, granted in the grand scheme of things, instead of it filling in a second, it'll fill in a tenth of a second. It isn't a ton,
Either
but
way,
it bothers me.
the compromise that I was going to. Holy crap. The
But
compromise that I was going to
petroleum
do
is the
was-
only one that needs it
was I
because
was going to
petroleum
have-
is used in such a fast pace.
Yes. My compromise was I was going to have the tanks go off to the right, and they were just going to be overflow, and then whatever comes in was immediately going to go out again, and that was going to be the source. And then the tanks would just be there if we actually had access or excess. Stop losing your mind.
So I'm making sure I'm understanding you correctly. You'll have a pump on the top, a pump on the bottom, and then tanks will spew out to the other side.
More like this pump. Like, let's say this tank. Let's say there's no tanks in this column. They would instead be like kind of over here and heading off to the left, and then this pump would just pump out into a pipe that heads down. But the pipe also splits and goes to the tanks in case we make a little bit extra.
Don't think that'll work.
Why not, Kyle? Why not? Please, enlighten me.
I'm thinking for a viable, honest reason at the moment, but I don't think gut instinct says that won't work.
My instinct says it will, because the tanks will fill to the same percentage as the pipes are, and the pipes are full.
Because liquid likes to anything that is pressurized likes to go where the pressure is the least. So it will automatically go to the tank first and not fill the line.
I don't think so, because tanks don't have negative pressure. Tanks have the same pressure as the pipes.
Yes, no, they don't.
No,
That's the thing.
they don't have negative pressure.
The fill, like, okay, the fill of a pipe is, we'll say, 1,000. Ish.
I think it says.
I don't.
It's 100. No, that's health.
No, it'll say how much it is. Okay, so it might be.
It is 100. It's holding 100 heavy right now.
Okay. The pipes can hold 100, and that seems to carry all the way down how many pipes connect point A and point B. So it might be 1,000 overall. Actually, probably a hell of a lot more than that. But
Exactly.
whatever is the least full is where the fluid is going to go.
So the
weather
least-
system, weather systems work the same way. Pressures are from high to low.
Yes, that's if there's a pressure system in place.
That's what the pumps do. The pumps are the high pressure. The high pressure moves to the low pressure.
So here's what happens. Liquid in a pipe or in anything, let's say that it holds 100, will fill the thing next to it to the same percentage as it. So if this is 40% full, it will fill the pipe next to it to 40% fullness, which is the same amount, 40. It will fill a tank to 40% fullness, which on a tank of 25,000 is like 8, 12, like 10,000.
But it
But if you have a building that is taking stuff out of the pipe, well, like these, then this building takes stuff out of the pipe. This pipe becomes empty, and so now this pipe has to fill it up, which then has to be filled by this one, which has to be filled by this one.
This is why the pump is necessary. It never lets the pipe become empty.
So a pump is capable of making a pipe a pipe that is at 40% fullness fill up the thing next to it to 100%. Because a pump only allows one direction flow, and it can force liquid to go from some percentage fullness to 100% if enough liquid gets into it.
That's why I'm saying the tank system doesn't work, because
But as soon as these pipes are less than the tanks will start flowing out to fill the pipes.
Your point.
So as long as we're producing enough that these pipes stay full just from the liquid going in, then the tanks will fill. But if we keep if there's so much liquid going out that these are generally empty.
I was arguing, remove the last pump line going to the units, and you'll see what I mean.
The last what?
Remove the last pump on the line, so the one leading out of the tank to the rest of the units, and you'll understand.
Okay, so if I remove this.
No, not the tank, the pump.
No, yeah, the pump.
Yes, remove that pump. Just put pipe there, and then you'll see what I mean.
Well, I'm on the other side of the map. Oh, no, wait, I'm not so far.
Where's the button I want? And I will sit here and watch this pressure dissipate. And these things struggle.
Vibration screen.
But it's going to take a while. Because everything is full.
Okay. So this pipe is at 90%.
Like I said, it's going to take a while because everything is full. But
No,
eventually...
The question is, why is this pipe at 90%?
Because there's nothing pressurizing it.
So I would say it's at 90% because these facilities are taking.
But it was
out.
at 100 before you removed
That's
the pump.
because there's a pump. The pump fills to 100% regardless.
Okay, better. Remove all the pumps. Or just remove the power poles. Because it'll still flow.
Okay.
And then you'll see the tiered effect. And then you'll understand. I have to give it like 5 minutes to let everything fall back into chaos.
Oh, that connects it.
At 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll revisit their discussion / argument.
Now this one's at 50%.
And dropping. Biggest things the pump does is keeps everything at the same fullness. If you have a pump in between each tank, all the tanks within maybe 200 are at the same level, including the pipes surrounding it.
Technically, if you put a pump only at the beginning part, it will pump all the tanks full. If you don't have anything pulling out.
No.
If you don't have anything pulling
There's
out,
still
the one
the
pump,
trickle effect.
if you don't have anything pulling out, the one pump will push everything beyond it to full.
But the
Like
tank.
if I do this, if I do that, this
Why
pump.
can't I make you see?
If I do this, this pump can make all the other tanks full.
It would do that even if you didn't have a pump. Yes, it would. Gravity would eventually fill the tank, and it would eventually get down to the last tank.
See, my problem here is that you use words like gravity and pressure when I am pretty sure this game doesn't have any concept of gravity or pressure in it.
That's why I'm trying to find things that actually make the game make sense. Okay, units held in pipe is pressure. So now that you have 13 units, 12, 11, 10, it's dropping rapidly. Let me go to plastic and show you the current problem. Where's plastic? That's over here.
I guess the current problem is that
Watch.
these pipes are not allowing
look.
anything in.
No production happening.
That makes sense because there's no petroleum in the tank.
Because there's not a pump there. Now.
Well, at the point, currently, it seems the pump is the problem because it's off. Notice how there's 25,000 in this tank, but there's 0 in this tank, or 200.
Bypass them all, though. I can still prove my point.
Okay, instantly flowed 5,000 into it.
And
So we know-
instantly have barely enough to do a couple. It's going slowly.
Yeah, so these
Just the
equalize.
whole context of what the debate's about.
These have equalized to, let's see, like 10%, 20% of their fullness, which means the pipes afterward are only 20% full.
But
So
these are barely full.
that's because there's only 20%, 10% in these pipes now, because these tanks are now empty. So the flow rate out of the tanks is fine, because if you have just a ton of tanks, you can have all the flow rate in the world, and that's fine. If you had going into the tanks flow rate sufficient to keep them full, then the flow rate coming out of the tanks would also stay full. So now we're at 5%. So if your production was able to keep up with a single pump, so that the pump always was filling everything after it to 100%, then you could have 1,000 tanks and 1,000 machines after it. As long as the things after it stay at 100% fullness, you have 100% productivity. But if you're not producing enough for the pump to push the liquid that you're producing into that area of fullness, then that pressure will start dropping too. The pump can only pump what's there.
And that's why I have an issue with one pump on either end.
So the problem is that even if there is pumps in between everything, if your input to the whole system is still less than your output, it doesn't matter how many pumps you have. Your pumps will slowly drop down.
True, but on the supply side, the supplying the factories, at the very least, that pipe will be full 100% of the time.
Until it's empty.
And then
you make more supply.
pipe isn't full.
This is the problem with liquids in this game. No one really gets it. No one understands it. Like, truly.
I like the full-on pump system because then every tank holds the same amount of fluid regardless of the supply. Then if the entire tank system starts dropping, you know you have a problem.
What are you doing? I missed it.
We're arguing about fluid dynamics.
What's the problem you're trying to solve?
There wasn't a problem, that's the thing. It was working
The problem
fine.
is that this is ridiculous. This whole thing that Kyle's put together, what is this?
Well, you hobgobbled it. It was fine
Yes.
a minute ago.
Look at how hobgobbled the original system was. Unbearable. Things in lines.
Isn't putting
When
a bunch
I
of tanks
had
next to each
things
other?
down, all right. When I got on today, the top tank was full. The bottom tank had nothing.
I suspect that it was not full.
It was.
I suspect it was not at 25,000. Because if it was
It
at 25,000, 100% fullness is capable of filling the next tank to 100% fullness.
But the thing is, you had the pump on the bottom. It was sucking the tank faster than the supply would allow.
So, this is the problem. We were pulling
With
out
the
of the
full
system,
tank system
faster than we were producing. And it doesn't matter how many pumps you have. If you pull out of the system faster than you're producing, your total available will drop.
I think here's the current problem. You're viewing this from an electronic standpoint. I'm viewing it from construction standpoint. If you don't have pressure on your system, you're fucked.
Here, look at this confusing scenario. This tank has 18,100 in it. The tank above it that's being pumped into has 3,000 in it.
It's because we had things turned off for so long. There's so many broken. Because we've turned on and off things. So many things. Everything is broken right now. Turn on all the pumps. Everything will balance itself out again, and we'll move on with life.
They're on right now.
Just walk away.
I'm just going to leave, and I'm going to quietly and
leave that alone.
And on my own lose my mind in a corner of my house. This is not how it's supposed to work.
But it does.
It doesn't.
Pumps can move 200 units per of fluid per tick, or 12,000 per second.
Yeah, it actually says that on them. That's nice.
Let me join. I own a pool. I know something about liquid, right? Basically, I'm going to look at it and tell you if it looks like the real world or not. That's all I'll be able to do.
Look like the real world. Am I not sharing my screen right now? Is this real life?
We both are.
I had to go to war with fluid dynamics.
Okay, Aaron, I'm going to say this only because I find it amusing, because it's a bit of a realization at the moment.
Yes.
I think this is the most heated debate topic we've ever
I
had.
think so too.
Arguing about virtual fluid dynamics
This is separating us.
in a stupid game.
The best part
And
is that,
realizing that, all I
like-
can do is laugh.
like real fluid dynamics, neither of us really knows what we're talking about.
No, but unlike real fluid dynamics, there's no problem getting a prime on these pumps, so I'm not going to lose my mind
Like I said,
because I almost
upon
I spent-
realizing this, all I can do is laugh.
Yeah.
I spent no joke 2 weeks of my life trying to get a prime on a pump.
No
That's
sleep.
impressive.
It was awful. You know
Try to
what
put
fixed
some
it
water
in the
in it?
end? You know what fixed it in the end?
Adding water.
Violence?
Repair putty. Repair putty in the bottom of the pump.
It was leaking.
Good.
It had an invisible air leak.
That'll do.
Oh, this is the new
Well,
version
it's
of
crystal
lag.
clear now.
This is lag 2.0 for me.
Yeah, loading multiplayer map.
Whoa, what the frick? My game just like, it was like Five Nights at Freddy's. It just teleported to another part of the map and went for a split second.
I watched you disappear and then reappear, so I
Have you
believe
guys
that.
seen the new Freddy's place that's gone up?
Freddy's place?
No.
There's a Freddy's restaurant. They serve steak burgers and custard, so it's just like Culver's / Steak and Shake.
Yep.
All right, I have joined. I have clearly never
Welcome.
been on the server because I don't even have a pickaxe.
How are you enjoying that burner drill?
I'm gonna put it
Come
right
to
here.
me and equip yourself.
But I think this is what I think of your.
Frick, your server does not like me running over these different speed terrains.
My game doesn't like that, so
I started the game with some iron plates.
I can
though.
imagine
Good.
that's not great.
If only we had iron plates. You should see the iron plates that we have.
Iron geels. Do you guys have some iron geels?
We do.
Are you auto making stack filter inserters?
No, but we have
Kyle,
enough.
Kyle started the game with nuclear reactors and not much else. Well,
Really?
there was a lot else actually, but we're working our way up to the technology we already have.
Yeah,
put it that
that's
way.
what this game is all about.
There
All
it
right,
is.
where's the fluid?
Okay.
Where's fluid hell?
Where are you is the question.
You need to be
There you
down
go.
here to pick up gear that you don't run like a slug.
Oh my! I gotta pick up my that I don't run like a slug.
You run like a scrub,
Scrub.
like a lazy scrub,
Huh.
and I can zoom in on your face.
Oh no! Time for japes.
This is hard to
Wow.
follow.
That-
I'm japing you right now. Hey, smile for the
That-
camera.
How many skeletons can I have?
Spoops.
I think there's one in there.
I think there's 16.
Oh, you mean the legs? You can take as many as you think you can equip.
Do I want
Which,
portable fusion
Let's
reactors?
see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have 2
7.
fission
You can
reactors,
equip
6 legs.
8. I have 8 legs, 1 reactor. 1, 2,
Just a second.
7 batteries and a night vision.
I've never heard
When I'm
things
trying to
noun-
build things, I remove a few of the legs because I'd move too fast otherwise.
Never heard of things nouned like that, Kyle.
Wait, what?
You I don't know how to put it. I have a night vision, is what basically what you said.
Well, that's not too far off. I forgot goggles somewhere along the line.
Forgot goggles. Oh, okay. Where you going, bud? You gonna place that somewhere?
All right, Aaron. I think you know it's been done.
Good.
I'm gonna speed up the concrete process here.
Oh, thank you, Cat, for shaking and slobbering all over me by doing
I
so.
knew it would end up on the internet when it began with "I have 8 legs."
I knew it too.
Kyle's an effing spider.
Kyle, you're an effing fount of good things tonight.
I like the water barrier against the enemies of all who live.
We had a little bit of a scare when we started the map, thinking that it wasn't so secluded as we thought.
Is there any entrance to the base?
No.
Oh, that's boring.
We can make it more interesting, but we choose not to because we like boring.
Boring is boring.
Boring is hard enough.
That's a good way of putting it.
You confuse tedium and hardness. Besides, there's no room for rails.
Okay. This sound. What the?
What, the scampering?
Something got messed up. Frick, it's right here. Oh, this is also tedious. How many die plays? Okay.
Kyle, what are you doing with these 16 belts of iron plates?
That actually drops fairly quickly.
Using all of them.
That's just it. They're not moving.
You're moving.
Guys, where was your liquid battle held?
Top left.
Top left.
Mm.
About as far from this location as possible.
The great thing is that because of the power of the internet, Kyle and I can argue about it, and Kyle has no idea who I am.
Yes, of course.
That's a great place.
It's a magical place. I think we might finally? No, we're not. I was going to say maybe we're finally making enough green chips, but I think maybe we're not. Oh. Frick.
Oh, what?
How do I fix that problem? Do we need like 10 lines of green chips too?
I hope not, because I don't think we can make them.
Well, this was a problem that we knew about. How it only gets to like 6 of the blue chip buildings. It gets to more on this upgraded version, but not many.
It does.
Kyle,
How many more, though, is the question.
Not many.
Kyle, summarize your
What?
point about the pumps in one sentence. You wanted to add the pumps because...
Equal tank levels, comma, full pipes.
Aaron, you wanted to get rid of the pumps because...
Because all things attached in a pipe system will fill to the same level.
Kyle is correct.
Explain.
Come look. Come here. Come.
Thank you. Maybe it finally did it.
All right.
Sit down. Come.
Yes. Go ahead.
You can't see it. You need to have... Here, I'll do it on my...
What? What
you
can
really
I
need
see?
to be here. You need to physically be here because you need to have your cursor over the tanks.
I can.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a new map upgrade.
Oh, okay. Go up the petroleum tanks and notice the levels.
25, 200,
Quick.
23.
Just go quickly. Just look at the bar really quickly. It's the same, right? More or less.
Yes.
Then do light oil.
Oops.
Go up the light oil tanks. Just straight up. Just look at the bar.
Yes.
And the same for heavy oil.
Yes. So,
The pumps really are leveling out the fluid amount in each of the tanks.
but my argument is not so much that the tanks need to be level. My argument is that if you're pulling out of the bottom tank faster than you're putting in to the top tank, it doesn't matter how many pumps you have. You're eventually going to run out. So,
Well, that's a given.
for example, the light oil may be at like a dropping level like that, but we're producing as much as we are using, or we're producing more than we're using, and as a result,
Actually, if I recall correctly, the only thing that we're producing more than what we're using is currently the heavy oil. Everything else
Sure.
should be balanced.
I guess let me put it this way. Let's say that we didn't have the setup that we have right now in petroleum, and we had it the same as we do with light, why wouldn't light work the same way? Where even though the bottom tank is emptier,
Right,
it's still
let me
fully
also
available.
throw another little screwball in your theory that
Please
I've just
finish this
realized.
metaphor.
I don't know if I want to because it's probably going to be posted on the internet again.
Usually you post like you throw wrenches into gears, not screwballs into something.
The screw you ball.
Let me throw a screwball into your baseball game.
All right, what's your screwball?
What's the
looking at,
screwball?
Okay, think of
Having a hard time with the thinking.
Yes, go ahead. I'm totally
think-
listening right now.
think of the massive pipe system as another tank,
Okay.
which it essentially is,
Okay.
because each section of pipe holds 100 fluid units.
Okay.
Correctus.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So,
I think I already know where you're going.
since
And I prepared my rebuttal.
the heavy and light oil are used, we'll say about 100 units or 100 pipes away from what they're supplying, the fluid level doesn't really fluctuate a whole lot because it's much less than an actual tank up to that unit.
Okay.
Petroleum, on the other hand, we have
Many.
a lot, for lack of better counting,
Yes.
which probably equals in the ballpark of at least 3 tanks worth.
In fact, I'm pretty sure that if you go really far, your flow rate drops. You're supposed to have like
Yes.
pumps from time to time. Yep.
Something we probably should do, but
Sure.
at the time,
I can get behind that.
at least at this point, having multiple pumps in a line like we have,
Yep.
at the moment at least, keeps everything at 100%, including our very elongated tank. If you don't have full amount of liquids going into that last pump, you won't have a very full elongated tank, and it'll eventually trickle off. So the further away you are from that last pump point, without the full
Oh, well,
fluid amount going through each, the way it's set up currently, it has essentially the tank is how it's supposed to act as a reservoir, but a pressurized, so fluid is running through it.
I mean,
not so much so it's collecting, standing still, and then letting gravity take over, which is
gravity.
a non-pressure,
I
non-moving.
fully support the last pump.
But if you don't have the stuff in the bottom tank, it won't go to the rest of the system,
That's true if the tank is empty.
which will happen if there aren't pumps in between.
But why would it? It's not happening with light and heavy.
But it is. Look at the levels. If we start producing more petroleum, which, assuming we're going to have to do here shortly to bolster our plastic production,
Sure.
you will notice that eventually the bottom tank on both of those will fail, and we won't be able to produce petroleum.
I have noticed that the bottom tank on heavy is fuller than it was.
It's because we produce too much heavy.
So let's produce too much petroleum.
Then you throw the whole system.
This is my argument. I just scared my cat because of my outburst.
To Kyle's point, what you're getting with these pumps is a more uniform system.
Thank you.
You're basically in the other systems. There's lag. That's really what the difference is.
See, I guess my argument is that uniformity isn't necessary.
No, neither is
Not in the
any
light or heavy,
optimization.
because they're not traveling
So
near the distance.
The uniformity comes in when if we start running low on petroleum, all of the tanks will be slowly drained, whereas on light and heavy, you're going to be waiting for tanks to fill.
Well, it seems like if we're running low on petroleum, you put machines in that take more out of light and heavy and turn it into petroleum.
No,
Well,
okay. Let me put it this way then. So
I'm working on the case for your argument.
I can tell by the way you're
you seem
pacing.
to be straying a little.
I was in the middle of talking.
Okay. So no, I'm adding to it.
Okay,
So,
well, let me see where I was.
This would be like, I imagine that this is like a courtroom murder like trial, and people just keep on presenting the same evidence over and over and over again.
I haven't even presented my evidence yet.
no, you brought up a good point though. When you say, okay, let's say all of a sudden
Yep.
we're using an astronomical amount of petroleum.
Yes. Let's say we're using so much
Oh.
that we could empty all of these tanks in 1 second. That's just how much we're using.
That wouldn't help.
Well, okay.
No system can handle it.
No.
That's not what the pumps. The pumps
you
won't
would
help with that.
you would need something. Yeah.
Let's say we're using 12,000 per second, because that's how much pumps can move.
Okay. We'll say it uses that much.
Okay.
To be able to reach that is insane. But
Sure.
so these will all start dropping at a predictable rate of enough to visibly see them sucked down.
Mm-hmm.
All of the systems on the other end will still function until
it's
the
draining.
tanks are empty.
Well, it's draining.
Until the tanks are empty.
Excuse me. Yep.
Light and heavy, if the same thing happened with the current setup, the pump would stall, and all of the processes would stall because
You'd
there's
have to
not
wait
enough fluid
slowly
getting
for
to
the
the
fluid
next
to
tank
flow
in
down.
line.
So here's
Yeah.
the difference. The difference is that if you have pumps in between, your entire system empties and you go from fully productive to zero productive. If you have the line system for like we do for light, the system slows down until you stop, just like you do with petroleum. It's just
No,
a different method.
it slows down until you realize there's an issue, and by that time everything is broken anyways.
At the end of the day, if you're using more than you're putting into the system, you're going to eventually have a problem, no matter
Yes.
what.
In fact,
I guess
that's
the difference is in one system you're able to use every last drop before you get a problem. In the other systems, the problems start earlier and they cause lags.
it's kind of like, when do you want, like, how, I guess it's just, how do you want to restart the system? If you use every last drop, you're going to have to wait for the system to ramp back up while you're producing more of that thing before you can really start producing. Whereas if you use the line system, then when you start producing more, you'll immediately just start having more because your whole system will already have a bunch still in it.
Yeah,
But
kind of.
It's
It's
not immediate though.
It's more immediate
Either-
than this one.
The pumps are going to move it really fast, though.
Only if they have it.
Yeah, it's the difference between you have all the tanks. Do you want all of the tanks to be benefiting the system, or do you want all the tanks to be
Benefiting
providing
the
that slow lag?
It's
increasing
like,
lag.
do you want dial-up or do you want like T1 or
This
fiber?
is a poor analogy, Kyle. I'll just say that right now. Because T1 okay, maybe T1 does do this, where like you're using it and then it just cuts off, and then dial-up is like, getting slower, just getting a little bit slower here. Maybe you could push a few more ringtones, and then we can run a little bit faster.
But you understood it.
Either way,
What's
you
that
want a
saying?
warning. Either way, you should hook up sirens throughout the base in case the oil or other things are getting low.
Really, if you want to use the use every last drop method, what's the point of having more than one tank?
Because consistency of production.
Yeah.
It's the same reason that you have batteries. in the same reason that you have storage chests and everything else. In and out are never equal.
Leading in between things.
Factorio has taught me that in and out are never equal.
We'll put it this way, because of chip production mostly.
Yes.
Because depending if you produce more green chips and actually are able to make the blue chips, then you will use a little more petroleum. If you, it gives that little bit of buffer room that one tank on its own probably.
You'll end up using all of it. So if you want the best of both worlds, you have to have the efficiency of the pumps, because they really will make the system more efficient.
The pumps are good. I like having pumps.
So if you go the Kyle pump spree method,
Pumps
and then
everywhere.
you throw a wire on your final pump, put it next to a comparator, and say, hey, when you hit 20% capacity, that means the system has drained down to 20%, because I'm expecting it to be 90 to 100%. So if we hit 20%, have warnings go off throughout the base. You can do this. This is all possible.
You can.
And you can rely on that last tank, because all the tanks will be 20% at that point. You're basically saying your whole system has 20% left. You should panic now. Now is the time to panic.
I'm going with Josh's method because it kind of
do that.
Well, that method, I'm okay with that method. It's not a fix. Like, it doesn't make one system work and the other one not. It just means
I'm not
they
saying
both work. It's a pick your poison. It's a pick your poison.
Yeah. I'm fine with having alarms and woo. In fact, you don't need sirens all through your base for it.
You do if you want to be really annoying.
Well, I guess you can set a siren so that it's designed to just play world server wide.
Oh,
can you?
Yeah, I did it.
Oh,
there's like a checkbox or something.
Isn't it more annoying to do the other way though? Probably just for the person who does it.
I guess it depends on your goals.
I have goals. I have dreams. I got goals and dreams are.
I wonder what would happen if you set the tanks up in in parallel instead of series. So you had like a pump going into one tank 10 times, and then all those tanks going out into one output line.
We had a similar thing with our oil setup on our previous 3-player map. That
you want to know what happens in real life if you have 10 pumps going into 10 tanks and then one pump out? You want to know what happens in real life?
The pumps
catastrophic failure.
The pumps
catastrophic
turn off, and
failure.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Catastrophic failure. You get your pumps to basically that. Yeah, it's bad. This is like I've seen all of these problems with the pool. And oil isn't water, but man, liquids behave in a certain way, no matter what they are, and they're all bastards. I hate them.
Yes, we all hate liquids. Jeez.
You have to be a saintly kind of person to be a plumber, because you have to deal with it and not kill people.
Four lines. 1, 2.
Just be glad for all the simulation this game does. Repairing things is a matter of right-clicking it with a repair pack. Can you imagine if the pipe had a leak and you had to go find it? Running tests, isolating lines.
Can you imagine if there was a screw through an electrical line? You gotta figure out where the frick that's at.
Can you imagine? I'm going back to liquids because that's the nightmare I've most recently experienced. Can you imagine if they had multi-port valves and you had to replace the gaskets once in a while?
Sounds like a relay panel. Hey, this one piece of this thing went bad. Wonder which one it is.
Oh, thank goodness I'm just a software developer.
Hey, look, there's a period in the wrong spot. Yeah, I wonder where that's at.
Thankfully, at least in code, the code doesn't just spontaneously break. Hardware might spontaneously break, but logic doesn't just spontaneously break. It's either always been broken or always been working.
Oh, man. There is a character Kyle, and maybe Josh, I don't know if you know this or not, there's a character that looks exactly like a semicolon, but it is not a semicolon. And if you use a character that's not a semicolon in your code just complains, and then it says, "What is this?" And you look and you're like, "It's a semicolon. What do you want me to do with it?" And then your code doesn't work.
This reminds me of back in the MySQL days when the little
Engine that
the
could.
little quote, single quote looking thing on the tilde key
Oh yeah,
is used by MySQL.
yeah.
But you think it's a single quote, and they don't behave the same way at all.
No.
They look the same way in a lot of fonts.
Why do we need 3 different ways of quoting text?
Why does MySQL not able to use quotes interchangeably? I mean, I get it has to be the same type of quote to open and close a thing.
Sure.
Why does it matter what type of quote I use?
Another green chip line.
I'm just gonna sit here and vibrate because my guy's on speed. It's because of all my legs.
Log that away.
Where to put it is the question.
You're welcome.
What?
That's
welcome.
the rock singing.
For what?
Yes, it is. It is the rock singing.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
standing next to
Really
greatness,
enjoy
and
it.
it's strange. I don't even know how you feel. It's adorable.
well, these lines are pretty much full. I hate how these lines have like these little spots in them that aren't full, but they're not big enough apparently to put an actual green chip.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It's bothersome.
Well, I guess we remove the band-aid little thingy here and see what actually happens. Like where we
Oh,
can
this.
actually remove a line and make it function.
Alright, the band-aid's off. And there was no change, which makes sense because a lot of these buildings were not active.
Okay, so we'll just remove it then. And having it there if it doesn't do anything.
Well,
That's the spirit.
maybe the bottom line isn't getting used enough. Maybe. I don't know how to make it work. Let's see.
Hey,
I'm trying to
you,
get away from doing splitters the way we've been doing splitters because it seemed. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it actually moves slower than the actual track.
I think that's not true.
It seems like it sometimes, though.
I wonder if there isn't some like I've always kind of wondered if we're just using splitters poorly in the first place. Like this, it sure seems like it helps, but does it? Are we just not really?
I know how to use splitters. I learned.
I know.
I was discipled by the internet.
Oh,
See,
I know how splitters work.
Out of it.
No. I didn't. I'm not cheating for designs. I read how splitters do their thing.
yeah. Isn't it like they take something from one side, and if there's an open spot on the same side of the track on the other side, it puts it there, and then it does the
Right.
same.
The way to think of it is always assume with splitters that the lines are full. So get every individual line full before they hit splitters. And then if you want to load balance with the splitters or push things onto more tracks or fewer tracks,
Yeah.
then you do a mathematical thing. And the way I do it is I name all of the tracks A, B, C, D, blah, blah, blah. And I want all of the out tracks to have 1 divided by the number of tracks
Stop
A,
following you.
1 divided by the number of tracks B.
Nope, not
It's more of a
listening.
visual thing for me. Is that one full? Nope.
You
Okay.
I
started
can't do
talking in math. I'm not going to listen
can't.
about math while I'm
Okay,
playing
I can't.
Factorio.
I literally cannot do it visually. I have to do it mathematically, and it takes a while to get it right.
Okay,
You
well,
can get it close without math, but you
how
you
would
can't get
let's
it.
say you had a line that looks like this. How would you make
Yep.
the lines full again? Hi, Kyle. You just sort of popped into the side of my screen there.
Well, there is a way to make all of the lines even, but you're not going to make all the lines full because the lines aren't full right now.
That's true. We need more lines. Sort of. Because we have some blue green chips. I can't do the colors. We have some green chip factories that aren't actually producing right now because the lines are full by the time they reach those factories.
So what you want to do is load balance the lines before they go anywhere, and then have every line just go out to its destination.
Okay, Cal. So what we can do is we can rotate these green chip lines so that they're going up instead. They go into a grand load balancer, which then outputs the number of lines that we want down through here.
Yeah, you could do that.
But that doesn't
do that.
really help us right now. In a way, it gives us more lines, I guess.
Something that might be a better idea. We take it about halfway-ish, turn it out, and just make a new line.
Yep, we can do that too. That would
I'm
also...
scampering to you really quickly.
I usually
Granted, we
it
can't
as
do that for the middle one, but
scuttling, Kyle or Josh.
Skittering?
Scuttling.
Scuttling? Is that or skitter?
Scuttle on over. So we
I
have
think if you have enough legs, it becomes skittering.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total sections. So, and of course.
All right. Fun fact. Powers of 2 are very easy to do.
Yeah. Oh, you mean for splitting? I thought you just meant math.
Load balancing.
math.
Here, do you want the green chips? Load balance real quick. Or are you gonna do something else? 'Cause I can put a load balancer in. I got this. I'm a master.
You're just gonna put it there?
Well, you want to load balance before you do anything with the stuff.
Well, the question is, what if we want to have 6 lines instead of 3 going in? Does your load balancer support that?
6 lines coming. So there's a bus. How many lines are going to be on the bus? Going out.
We're going to the zoo. How many lines do we have, Kyle? We have 3 right now.
We currently have 4.
You have 4 going out right there that I can see. But really, it's 2. It's really 2 lines because each line is split in half. So you have 2 lines there, and you have 1 line here.
No, we have
split in half.
4.
What do you mean it's split in half?
How do you figure things are split in half? We have 4 lines.
Okay, these lines. But you have 4 lines right here. I'm saying the lines that are going out. This is really
We
one
have
green
4.
line.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, okay, so there are 4 lines on the bus, but I'm looking at all the lines you need to go out. So you need 1 here.
Yep.
1 line covers this. 1 line covers this. There's 2. 1 line covers this. That's 3.
Well, we need more than that for this one.
We're probably going to remove that
Ignore
one.
this one.
So you're going to ultimately want 2 lines.
So,
like a full green line.
Yeah,
for
this
signs
whole
that
section
happen.
straight above of where you are is going away. It's going to be replaced with this sort of thing.
Okay, so 1,
Obsolete.
1, 2,
Ew.
3, 4,
Now,
5, 6.
this 3-4,
7.
this 3-4 might actually be 5-6 on its own because the green doesn't reach up here yet. In fact, it might be 7-8 too.
All right, how about you count the lines and tell me what number you have in the end.
Let's see, how far down are we getting on these?
I'm going to go back to placing concrete so we can have our construction robots again.
It's pronounced robots, Kyle.
All right, Josh.
Please
Let's
pronounce
just
it.
say
They get offended.
that this factory will have 4, so that brings our total to 6. This one's 7, so we need at least 7 lines. So why don't we go with 8 right now?
Eight lines. You want 8 lines?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to have 8 lines coming out of production here? Or 4 lines, ultimately?
We can have 8. I think we can split each of these because there's a bunch of machines that aren't working.
You can split each of these.
Yeah, like we can split these right here so that half are going up and make another 4 lines.
Okay, so ultimately you want 8
lines
full
going.
lines coming out?
There's your
You're going to be
answer.
producing 8 full lines.
I guess the answer is we just do that, and then we don't need a balancer.
You'll still want a balancer because you're probably not going to have the same demand on each line.
What we really want is the balancer to always put lots of them on the top line, so we can always take from the top line. But we don't need that. Because we can do what we're doing like with the copper here, where we always take the topmost line.
Always take the topmost line. Okay. So what you need ultimately is an 8-to-8 balancer, perfectly balancing everything.
I'm gonna
Just like in
laugh if he comes up with a thing that we did on the previous map that looked like this.
I don't think
Did
he
you
was.
did what you?
He made a weird, crazy thing.
I'm not gonna make a weird crazy thing.
Also, I don't know if the balancer is necessary.
That'd be really weird. If any line is being used faster than another, you're gonna really want the balancer.
But the thing is, we wouldn't be taking off of a line and then sending the rest down. We would do what we did with copper here, where we take a full line, turn it, and send it up.
Correct. But let's say one line.
The balancer
was
is on the beginning
slower.
end.
Right. The balancer is at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Because you basically want to say based on demand. You know, some lines might not be used quite as quickly as others. So push all their stuff on. Basically, it means that all 8 incoming lines can feed all 8 outgoing lines. In case something has a slightly more voracious appetite. Like, I don't know, red plate production? Or blue plate production? Chip? Whatever. Doesn't matter.
I guess, yeah, if one line is slower because it doesn't use them as much, then it's the rest. What gets backed up can be used to fill the rest of the lines. Then. So,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I really like this power of 2 thing because, oh my goodness, multiples of 3 are the worst thing in the universe.
Oh, well, my house is haunted. Again.
And it's called cats.
No, the cats are in my sight sleeping, and something just fell. I think.
That was a cat predeterminedly setting something so it'd fall later.
Waiting for like the 1.0 earthquakes that happen here to just shake it enough.
My favorite argument against a flat Earth is the fact that cats haven't pushed everything off the edge.
It's a good argument.
It's rock solid. The Earth is flat, there'd be nothing left. It's freaking cats.
So,
All right. So you worry about the 8 lines.
8 lines are easy, man. It's
And-
harder when the world is vibrating, though. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, the world is a little vibrating. I need space to do this.
Good luck. That's all I have to say about
I need
that.
space. What?
Good luck.
All right, I'm gonna do it down here. My favorite part is the first step because it's just 4 splitters.
Basically, your favorite step's the first one because it's the easiest.
Yes.
My favorite step is the easy steps. And then come my less favorite steps.
But I'm gonna kill you. I'm just gonna kill you. I'm just gonna snap your head off your neck. That's it. That'll be the last thing. Okay. If you be good, then you're not gonna die. I promise. I'm not gonna kill a good cat. I'm just gonna kill the bad cat. Don't be bad.
Words to live by. If you're
Yes,
bad, I'll snap
yes.
your neck.
If you're good, I'll let you live.
That's why they're called words to live by.
That's slightly morbid.
It's less more because it's the cat, though.
What are you doing? All right. Oh, this is definitely not gonna. Oh, it's bad news, Josh.
Bad news what?
You're building where what we're using, or what we're calling the iron, or the steel lines. It's gonna be, actually, no, these are the iron geels.
These are going to be iron geels.
This space is accounted for. Can you build it
All
here?
right, you're going to have to identify the location that you want
Here.
for the 8 to 8. Okay, you want the 8 to... There aren't even 16 spaces across.
Is that how many you need?
Well, 8 need to go up and 8 need to come back, right?
Well, 4 are going to be coming down here.
Okay.
I'm confused why you need 16 spaces for an 8 space.
Well, because lines are going to come up, and then I don't know how they're going to get back down unless there's 8 other spaces for them to come down on.
I feel like your system is flawed.
If you have 8 lines leaving and need those 8 lines to come back, that's 16.
Aha! Okay, here's the answer. Here's where... Oh, wait, no, that's not the answer at all. Shoot! That would give me 1 line. Well...
You could have all the green chips go up, and then only the 8 lines
That's what I
come
was just
down
looking
here.
at. I wish I could stand still. There we go.
You're gonna have to talk to your doctor about that.
Freaking out, man.
Not my area of expertise.
Stop sliding everywhere that you go.
Yeah, probably gonna prescribe morphine for that.
Morphine is not an anti-sliding drug.
Well, it's an it's anti whatever you got going on.
Josh,
Right.
what if... Hold on. What if...
What?
What if you built it here?
What?
What if you built it here? And you built it facing to the right? Like you took out these
Right.
green chip lines.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Yeah.
You're okay with that? You're not gonna have anything coming down here that's gonna mess it up?
I mean, I can if you want me to.
No, I really don't want that. Are we okay shutting this down? This whole thing?
You may have noticed I've already begun.
I love how quickly I remove track. Little glitchy, little twitchy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Woo!
Really probably want to see a doctor about that.
No. No, this is great, man.
Man, you don't even know, man. Mang.
Manga.
Is this okay, or is this too far south?
Let's see. Iron Geels look like they're going to come in right about here.
I'm probably okay. If I don't go any further
I mean, that's
south.
that's a good enough mantra, right? Like if you're building a bridge, I'm probably okay.
I'm not building a bridge, so good. Well, actually, I really want to do this. It's going to take up a little bit more space, but that's okay.
Oh, good. I mean, it's not your space, is it?
Space is everyone's space. You know?
Space.
The final space tier.
Graham
Yo, dog.
posted a memory on Facebook of how his Facebook URL is Ben's full name. And it goes to Graham's Facebook. Like it's Ben's first 2 middle names and then last name.
Yeah.
Henry Crocker.
Okay, well, you were
different
streaming, Kyle. You're not supposed to say it.
I'm streaming. How am I streaming?
I'm streaming.
Oh, hi.
If you were streaming, that'd be amazing.
Kyle, aren't you streaming?
I told you there was a link you had to go to, Kyle, and you didn't do it, did you?
Kyle
did not.
Smith.
Kyle, dang it, Kyle Johnson Smith.
Heimer.
Smith
His
and
name
Heimer.
was my name, too.
Sure is convenient that you are both last name Smith and you work as a blacksmith.
Aw. Now everybody knows what he does for a career.
Yep, he works at Blacksmiths R Us.
Are you? Blacksmiths are you, Kyle?
Kyle, are you a blacksmith?
Kyle?
Are you... Kyle?
Kyle, are you blacksmiths? Kyle, are you done? Are you done with this conversation?
I'm
This
not
is
really
the thing
sure where
that
to
pushes him
begin.
over the edge. This.
The blacksmith comment.
Yeah,
Don't
not
you dare call me a
not the
blacksmith.
20-minute argument about fluid dynamics in a video game. Nope.
Nope. It's the insinuation that he might be a blacksmith.
What do you have against blacksmiths, Kyle? Jeez.
Kyle, why are you such a blacksmithist?
I think it was more. I didn't realize that my voice was being broadcast, so that's slightly frustrating.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, literally no one is watching except for me and like you.
All that'll happen with
No.
this is we might make a highlight YouTube video, probably of Aaron snapping
And
when he's confronted about his fluid theories.
I can take the video offline and just take out the best parts, which is mainly our heated argument, which was great.
I want it with diagrams. I want Kyle's to have like this perfectly, like I want Kyle's to have 4 cups all with equal amounts of water, and I want Aaron's to have like cups poured over on the table.
What are you talking about? My strategy is not wrong.
Or is mine?
That's true, but there's definitely an insinuation between 4 full cups and 4 cups that are tipped over on the table.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
And then Josh's caption, both are good.
Both are good.
Both good, just different.
Aaron's broken, crappy idea is good. And
Wow.
Kyle's good idea is good. What was that noise?
Bullfrog.
Oh, one of those.
Actually, more impressed you heard that.
I don't know what I heard.
I can guess.
I can guess. All right, that's good.
This is already a monstrosity.
Yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna change this up slightly. I'm really tired. Okay, I don't get sleep, and Asher decided in the middle of the
What time is
freaking
it?
night last night.
Jeez.
What? Not late.
It's
really
like
not
midnight.
late
I'm
at
gonna
all.
go to bed soon.
It's a Friday.
I know. I still get up at times.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Asher got up at 6 a.m. and I got up to the noise. Ah! I look over. He's smiling. He's just smiling, and it's like it's time to scream in joy. It's that time again. No, it's not.
Oh, parents love that time.
Go to sleep. Oh, you know what? Actually, this might be easier to do if I do this. I can see where these roads are going to be. These lonely roads that
No one has ever known.
no one has ever. I hate Green Day so much. God.
Why?
Do you know where that road goes, Josh?
Yeah, it goes straight through September, which is when I was born.
Did you look at the
Bastards.
photograph?
Look at that photograph.
Wait, that's not Green Day. That's
No,
Nickelback.
it's not. It's not Nickelback.
It is
Look at
Nickelback.
this giraffe.
Look at this graph.
Look at this giraffe.
That friggin' robot got within 1 inch of where it needed to place the concrete, I think. It turned.
Scampered off. Woo!
Ran out of time.
Ooh, scamper.
Scampering.
Goodness.
Yeah, Green Day knows all about lonely roads because they suck.
Green Day knows this road. It's the only road he's ever mowed.
He doesn't mow. He's a slacker.
Guess I'll bring these lines down for you.
Yeah, I'm probably screwing this up really badly because I'm super tired, my bros.
Supramero crap.
Mario! Did you ever see the Luigi Terminal 7 video?
Terminal 7, no.
It's a source mod, like a Half-Life mod.
Okay.
And it basically has Luigi finding out that
Luigi.
the entire Mario universe is in his head. He's just had terminal brain cancer. He's imagined the Mushroom Kingdom
Good.
and everything.
Painful.
Luigi, you got Terminal 7. Hey Mario, what about Peach? That's a dead hooker, Luigi.
No.
What? Mario? You're not my brother, Luigi. Wario passed the test. He's my real brother. You're just some bum from Brooklyn, Luigi.
You're a bum. You've always been a
You
bum.
got
You'll always be a
Terminal
bum.
7. You got Terminal 7.
But Mario. Shut up, Luigi.
What about Tom? Okay, so... Thanks for that noise.
Get used to it.
Need efficiency.
Robots. Bestow upon me the tracks. It's more like it.
You know what? I'm gonna do this.
Are you now? Oh, how do you know? Can I connect them yet?
Watch your mouth,
Can I connect the
please.
tracks?
No.
The tracks.
Ugh. Thanks for that noise. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Oops. Why isn't this going? Oh, that'd be why.
Wow, you run like a lunatic.
I need to run like this. So I just need to be, I just need to go down a little bit. There we go. Perfect. I can't even.
So fast, it's actually unhelpful a little bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So theoretically, once this is all done, I should be able to hook up one line and just a few green chips make it to all 8, right?
Yes. That is a good test.
I'm so ready.
Yeah, I'm not quite ready yet.
Are you okay with me standing super close like this?
Get out of here, Luigi.
Well, Mario!
The Mario!
Boy!
What about the princess? Told you, Luigi.
My goodness, this is ridiculous. This thing.
There are better ways, but I'm too tired to think about those better ways right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Not done yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the last line comes from.
Well, it's one too far.
What do you mean? Oh.
That's too
Oh.
far.
So pull this splitter forward 2 spaces. Yeah.
Oh, my mouse. My
I
mouse
watched
is
that.
dying.
That was amazing. This is going to be
Yeah, I
interesting.
know. I know. Where?
Well, step 1.
Hmm.
I love when I remove things and they come back.
Good.
Good, 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 good.
Power needs to move. Pesky with moving it.
Done. You may want to connect those differently. So the top lines are the top lines, and then all the rest of the lines can go down.
Well, how about this one just does this?
Well, there you go. You're figuring it out. Blue.
Yeah.
Something's not right here. That needs to go down. That needs to go down. There we go.
All right.
So if I turn on this top line, see what
A
happens.
theory. Let's see it. There it is.
And then
You
if I
want
turn
me to
on
try?
one more line, we should get twice as many. Of course, these are now backing up. That's fine.
I will say I am impressed because that splits them a lot better than our previous setup.
It just takes up a little bit more space.
But it works better.
That's true.
There's more efficient ways to do this, but space-wise.
It definitely works better.
Should we get rid of these splitters now?
Yes, you
Yeah.
can get rid of all splitters.
So for that one, need that one, I think.
I love the load balancing. It's one of my favorite parts about this game now. Like I said, the splitting it 3 ways or bringing it 3 ways in is the tricky part because you basically have to have a loop somewhere in it. Splitter's
Sure.
only split in half, so if you want a third, you have to.
Find some
Have
way of
something
getting a third out
reattached.
of halves.
Yeah, it sucks. That's where it's handy to see what other people have done so you don't waste all your time trying to figure out what to do. Because you take the principle and you can apply it to more creative things, but man, that sucks. I'll put. You guys want to throw an alarm if there's less than 5K in a storage tank?
Sure. Producing pretty good red chips now. Okay, so now, I mean, we could benefit from having load balancers in lots of places across the green chip line,
Ruby
right?
Plain.
Because obviously, if everything's taken off the top row, you're not going to get enough. So you have to have splitters put some back on the top row. Thank you. Even better. This sounds like the intros to a 70s sitcom.
Expecting something to go. Dun, 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 dun.
I get to hear so many sound effects that I never asked for.
What do you guys want when you run low?
Something that sounds an alarm, like actually like an alarm.
Whew. There you go.
There you go.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Honk, honk. Anyway, it just doesn't stop, does it?
Right. If any chemical is less than 5,000, you're going to hear that.
Thank goodness.
Then you'll know. You're welcome.
Yeah. Frick. Okay. Jeez, that's so many green chips. How many is it? Let's find out. A little under 10,000 a minute. Okay, now if we do the idea where we don't split the lines to send them to things, we send a single line to where it needs to go. So fast. Thank you.
Drop those sick beats.
What's going on?
We get music.
That ramp up. Bra 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 bra. It's getting worse.
That's quite the alarm.
That's the dinner's done bell.
Yeah, there's no way for me to set things in a rhythmic way.
No.
You don't say.
I've discovered. Oh, you know what? That's not true. It's not true. I could set up a train, and as the train passes over things, it could make things play. All right,
Could.
I have a new mission.
Yep, do it.
I need trees. Where are the effing
Trees?
trees?
Across the
You need
water.
trees to make track.
No, there is a patch of trees. Where was those at?
Wait, no, you don't. They got rid of it.
I was
You don't
saying.
need trees anymore.
Oh, well.
That's good.
They've removed the need for natural, flora.
I think there is a patch of trees somewhere on this map. I'm trying to
We can
remember
burn the
what it was.
entire planet now. No repercussions.
Thank goodness, finally.
It's between copper and iron, the very southern edge.
Oh wait, why did I put this here? This doesn't need to even be here.
Oh.
This is garbage. Whole
Aw.
steaming pile of garbage right there.
You're not that much garbage. I guess you are
It is.
pretty much just garbage.
Shut it.
Hey, do we have stone that we're mining? Maybe.
only got,
Most of it is being turned into concrete, but yeah.
We've only got like 200 or
Right,
300
I'm gonna-
trillion of it.
Since we're making way more of it than we're using, I'm gonna get some of it put into a chest so that I can get it when I want.
Just take it off one of the lines that aren't actually going. Oh, right. I'm stuck. There you go. Moving too fast. Take it off one of these lines. Just add it right here.
Red circuits and green circuits. Need a chest. Come on, little rabbits. Do your gerbs. Yeah, in the meantime.
There you go.
Hey, there he is.
Boom. Stone.
That is. It's pretty dumb.
Apparently, there's no more of those.
Isn't there a way to get pressure from a locomotive? I thought there was.
Now you're using Kyle's terminology. Jeez.
Just shut up. Okay.
What do I need for that? I need steel, iron wheels. That's good. Okay, so
Nice to steal, Kyle.
Jeez. Wow.
Even
The
if-
vibration is strong with this one.
Yeah, I'm hoping to pull some out of the storage chests because there's a lot of it.
Do the Mario.
Swing your arms from side to side.
Come on, it's time. Let's go do the Mario. Swing your arms from side to side.
Masterful lyrics.
Kyle, does this ring any bells for you?
No, actually, I'm trying to figure out if I've heard this
Have
before.
you ever done the Mario?
The live action Mario show. I loved it as a kid.
Swing.
And the guy who played Mario in the
I
credits said, "Let's do
I
the
barely
Mario."
remember watching that.
Do the Mario. Swing your arms from side to side. Somebody made a very insightful comment when they said that isn't the Mario just walking? When you hear the full lyrics, that's all he's describing. It's just walking.
Don't ruin the magic.
Come on, it's time.
It
to
is
do
magic.
the Mario.
I actually really like that show, despite it being kind of cheesy.
kind of.
I loved it as a kid. Loved it.
Does that mean that as a kid you swung your arms from side to side?
Arms from side to side. That's what I want. That's what it means. Do 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 the Mario. Swing your arms.
Swing your arms from side to side. All right, four full lines of green chips is enough to feed our blue chip factory, so that's good. That's good news, I guess.
Always appreciated.
That's right. Okay. Good news. We have one line of green chips left.
It's good, right? Oh, the Mario.
It's time to go do the Mario.
Once upon a time. Good times.
There we go. Now, thank goodness, I have 1,800 green chips in my inventory.
What is this nonsense? When did gates get removed from the logic network? What is this? Are you kidding?
I do not kid.
It has to be adjacent. Okay, so if you want to connect to a gate, you have to build a wall next to the gate, and then connect the wire up to the wall.
All right, Mr. President.
I'd prefer if you kept calling me Mr. President instead of, you know,
All
not
right,
referring
Mrs.
to-
President.
I will punch you in the throat.
I went there. Swing your arms.
Go the Mario!
All right.
Swing your arms.
Blue chip production can't get any better without actually building more facilities. I take that back. We don't have enough green chips going to it now. I made too many.
Ah.
So I
Too
can put
many
some.
what?
I put level 3. I put 4 level 3 speed mods in every blue chip machine, and now green chips, which used to fill this up completely, make it up about a third of the way.
That sounds about right.
So, do we have any production modules? Do we make those?
Nope.
Guess I'm making them on my dude. Is that possible? Not very well. Guess I'll just keep these in here because they're producing as many as is physically possible for the resources we're putting in. Oh. We could produce more if we made more green chips. Which can be done with speed mods? Oh, it's a lot of speed mods, because you need to put them into the wire factories too. Actually, I wonder if I even can do it. Alright, that works. Oh wait, no, this is the red chip factory. I need the green chip factory. With vibration. Oh, there's not enough iron plates, that's the problem.
Time to copy paste that setup to iron.
How could this happen?
Oh,
What the frick?
What?
That was an interesting sound.
I'm trying really hard to figure out circuit networks. I'm struggling.
Kyle, please forgive me for what I'm about to say. We're not producing close to enough iron.
I'm not surprised.
We
You've just
can't.
ramped up everything that requires iron.
These splitters, yeah, they can't happen.
For the record, your screen has been stuck on the same thing for the last 20 minutes.
It says it's transmitting. Josh, do you see the same thing?
On your screen, I see Waffles the Genie in the center, and now nothing.
I did see something, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. Alright, I found something interesting.
Oh, good. Is this the Tron soundtrack?
Maybe. Well, I was really liking it earlier because the beat was dun 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 dun. Now it's all right. Time to put on my suit, my Tron suit. See what happens.
What the frick?
Interesting.
Thank you for this experience that I get to have now. Great.
That I didn't volunteer for. Yeah, earlier it was dun 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 dun. It was actually kind of cool. Then decided to play in straight time when I broadcast it to the world. Which is boring. Well, your problem is that your green chips are not being produced at full capacity coming in.
Yeah, it's because we need more iron plates. We need
Oh, Kyle, where? There's not enough iron, Kyle.
we need more iron plates.
I'm aware.
This is a game about bottlenecks.
Hey Josh, can you do the sort filter thing for the iron?
Yeah, let me just
But
make it take a nap.
make it for 16 instead of 8 because we have 16 lines, and we're gonna add 16 more later.
Escape.
Yeah, it's time for my bed time happen.
Oh, good. It's 12:30. That would explain why I'm tired.
Escape. Alt. Delete.
Escape.
It's my favorite.